Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome to Friday Live, guys.
Welcome to Friday. How's everybody doing? We got anyone from Montana tuning in? We are still looking for our Montana.
Wait, do we not have anyone from Montana?
I don't know. I woke up one night and I was like, you know what? I don't know if anyone's ever said they're from Montana. So I'm looking for you.
Yeah, because you can kind of expect Alaska and Hawaii to not be represented.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alaska and Hawaii.
I think we've had in Alaska. Hello, Miriam. Hello,
really?
NJ.
What are you sublimating in? What are you sublimating in Alaska? That would be. Oh, just if there's anyone there, that would be awesome.
Well, I think they're, coffee mugs. They drink a lot of hot coffee and hot chocolate, hot beverage.
I would assume it would freeze, just turn into a coffee sickle.
It could.
Coffee with the polar bears? Who knows?
Yeah. You got the boys today. The boys are back.
I can't go into that. It's copyright though. I was like, oh, it's only 3 words. I got to be careful, Zach.
We're here. We're ready to do some stuff for you guys.
What are we doing today?
We are talking about Chromaluxe today. It's all about Chromaluxe fine art panels.
Oh yeah.
And what you can do with them for you and your clients. Hello Pam. Hello Marla. We got Tiffany's here.
Mm-hmm. Seeing some of the names I recognize.
Yeah. So it's Friday. You guys all know that. Right? Friday?
I think so. I think it is. I hope so.
It's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy few weeks. Here we are.
It's definitely been a crazy week for you.
Yeah. Everybody who's here, I think we still have our drinkware contest going on. Let me just make sure it's March 31st. These months are going by so fast this year. But send us your drinkware. Photos of that and be registered for $400, $300, $200, and $100 worth of Condi credits. This one ends March 31st. And I believe that's a Thursday because, no, I'm sorry. March 31st is a Friday.
Oh, that's convenient. Oh.
Yes, it's conveniently a Friday, and it is conveniently Leather Mania Friday.
That's a special Friday.
It is.
Oh man!
And I am super excited. I didn't put those in any sort of order.
It's all. I'll get whichever one we want to do first. I'm just moving it over.
So happy Friday, guys! Get your drinkware stuff in. Anyone who doesn't know or needs to be reminded, we have made it now easier for you to save, not shave on sipping.
Oh, that is a tongue twister, man.
You can shave some of those dollars off your Condi order now. It was $200, Zach. How much is it now for free shipping?
Only $150 to qualify for free shipping.
Get in there and get your orders in. Spend $150. Get that free shipping. Also, it's New Year, new prices. Sprite and the team has marked down hundreds of imprintable products for you guys, so check those all out. And as in every Friday, I'm sorry, guys. Last week, you could have emailed me for the artwork, and I kind of blew it, and I forgot I was going on vacation. And, I didn't get those out, and my vacation got extended a few extra days, and I didn't get those out to you guys. I sent them out this morning, though. I am so sorry about that.
At least you got on it, though.
I did, yeah.
Everyone needs a vacation boat. Don't feel too bad.
I did. Still, but this week we got 8 wonderful patterns for you guys. We got some retro designs, and I forget all of their names. The one behind me is the kebab. We got the long cats. We got the neon scales. Noir Night Sky. We got the grid pattern. Some circles, some squares and stuff.
I think they're all really interesting. The middle on the top. Those 2 are very interesting. They're long cats. They look like cool wine bottles.
Yeah.
I forget where I saw it. I saw a random wine bottle that was shaped like a cat, and so it just reminded me of that.
Cool. See, you can make a wine tumbler. Oh, they're not tumbler. Well, you can make a wine tumbler with it, but you could also use those for the wine.
You're having some Johnny Depp servings of wine.
Yeah,
golly, we're having tongue twisters today.
But you go ahead, email me at fridaylive@condi.com, and I will send those out to you first thing Monday morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that's and I'm really, really sure. Yeah, you can't complain about free art. I'm really sorry about that. And I was like, man, they're going to be freaking out about their art because I know you guys freak out about stuff, and I freak out about stuff, and yeah.
Jeez. Everyone was just freaking out.
I had a great time in Vegas. I thought we were leaving on Tuesday. We ended up staying till Thursday and got home last night. Passed out almost immediately after eating.
That's pretty nice, though. Were
Yeah.
your cats happy to see you?
They were. They came and they made biscuits and cuddled and snuggled, and they're all my friends.
Make biscuits. I love it.
So we're going to get the show on the road here. Chromaluxe is a great product.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's beyond a great product.
Well, also it's easy to sell because it's easier to sell photos, especially when people have an emotional attachment of those photos. And the easy way to add art to photos rather than just a printout or a poster is a metal poster.
That's
like
right.
What you see behind us. We have some examples of the Chromaluxe, but I think they're a great thing to add to your store and a great way to increase your profits.
Now, Zach mentioned photos, right?
Yes.
We're going to do two examples also that are not photos. One is just for fine art. It is just art for the sake of art, and it's something I was messing around with in Photoshop, and I've had it for a while, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I finally boosted my confidence, and I'm going to share it. And another one is a drawing.
Okay.
That I did. So you can also take, large artistic, I don't know what you say, what's a drawing? I can't think of the word, but you can do
print. It's just a print, art print.
It's an art print of a drawing, I guess. You can do.
I see what you're saying.
You can go in and create something in Photoshop that's amazing, or you can go out on the street. You can, take pictures. They don't necessarily be in the street. You could do a portrait. You could sketch. Yes.
Okay.
You could do a portraits, family photo portraits. If you're in the portrait business, you can take that and you can upsell them with, not only a photo book, but this can hang on their wall.
Yeah. A good thing to add if you're a photographer already.
Yeah.
Or
if you're in the wedding business.
True.
These people are spending a lot of money on their wedding.
Yeah.
A lot of money for the photographer, and with that lot of money, you're probably going to be a pretty good photographer. So Chromaluxe is one. There's two things I'm going to say here. One, they're already spending money, so they're already looking to spend more money, right? And two, the photographer has probably got amazing equipment and is a good photographer, and is, out of their 5,000 shots, probably has one or two that are worthy of Chromaluxe.
Probably.
And Chromaluxe is going to. I'm going to say Chromaluxe is going to be the chef's kiss to the artwork. Like, it is going to represent the photographer who has spent a lot of money and time crafting it. It is going to represent their work perfectly.
I really like your chef's kiss at the end there. Really, really sells it.
So, Zach, I kind of wanted to just go in order here, and we'll start with the gloss white.
Okay, this is.
Unless you want to start with that one, but
it's okay. I will shift over to the gloss white.
What's the gloss white?
The gloss white is just the standard coating. It looks like a regular white.
What is that good for? I believe that is what I was going to put this on.
Yes, I believe that's what we talked about. So, all right, do we want to show the art pre-press before we press it? Okay. So this is what we're working with.
Should I go on this?
Yeah.
So most of the sizes today we are working with are 12 by 18, and I am trying to think to myself, this one might be the only one that is in landscape form.
I think so, actually.
I think so, and that was not planned, and I did not think about it until now.
Okay, so get my hands a little clean before I start handling the panel.
So when you're doing Chromaluxe, do you there's two things that I'm going to ask. Do you clean it first? And then when I was going to ask if you clean it first, is there a peel coating on all of these?
So you shouldn't have to clean your Chromaluxe because it comes with a peel coat that you're about to see me peel now, and all of our bigger Chromaluxe like this comes with a peel coat. So all you do is just get it started, and I'm going to shift it over.
I'm going to go ahead and drop this link in the description chats, and this is our Chromaluxe landing page at Condi here, okay? And can you talk about the colors of the protective coating? Yeah, probably could.
Yeah.
I didn't bring that sheet in this room with me, And I will talk about that because each one has a different, like you just peeled off a clear one. We
Yes.
have blue.
We actually have examples of the different coatings that we can
don't have
discuss
the
as well.
orange and the yellow.
Well, those are outside too. Whoop, I'm about to lose my prints. It's probably not a good idea to set them on this, but it'll be okay. So
they all have different coatings, and I believe we have. So I sent in that. Sorry, I'm thinking of 5 different things. I just sent off that link in the description. In that, if you click on that link and go to it, you can see that the yellow, the blue, the orange, the clear, the red. It all gives it's got all the peel coats and all the descriptions. If you just scroll down just a little bit on there. So yellow's going to be for outside.
Yeah.
Blue's going to be your matte finish. Orange is your semi-gloss. Clear is your high gloss.
which is what you see. Let's try to get, yeah, you can see the reflection of the lights.
And red is high tack, that you would see this color film on wood plaques only. Okay, so the red is going to be, I don't have an example in front of me, but it's going to be the ones that are going to be on your plaques. And it's more of a pinkish color, I would say.
Yeah. Because the orange and red are much more distinct looking than you would think.
Yeah, I thought that was dirty at first, was my first thought. When I said something, I was thinking about it.
No,
And then it dawned on me that it has a peel coat. My brain was catching up to my...
Nah, the only thing you want to do is after you peel off your peel coat, you just want to check it against the, like, you can hold your Chromaluxe at an angle, sort of. It's not going to look, you can kind of hold it like this, like how I look at it. Or I just prefer to leave it on the table and then move my head like this and let the light above me do the work. And you just want to check for any scratches or any like little bumps on the surface of the metal itself. But that's all you really have to do for these. And then texture's even easier. Okay. And of course, check for chips on the edges. But
potato chips or chocolate chips?
Chips and metal, unfortunately. I don't think you want that in your food at all. Have another Taco Bell situation.
This one that we are using right now cannot be used for outside signs, right?
No.
But Chromaluxe does have outside rated panels. I believe, please don't quote me on this, but I believe it's 5 years. Please don't quote me on that. I don't know where the answer is on that, but I believe it's 5
about
years.
Right.
I believe it's like 5 to 7 years, but I want to throw it on the lower side.
Yeah, I'm sure we have this.
Definitely, if you call your sales rep, they will know.
Okay, and okay.
So this presses for 2 minutes at 400 degrees with a heavy pressure.
Yeah, just trying to make sure I actually have heavy pressure on here.
And now something Zach didn't talk about when he was pressing, I don't think, is don't use, or you can use butcher paper, your blowout paper. You can use it, but to get the best results, we find that this polypropylene.
Yes, I'll show a little bit more. We've talked about it in the last few lives, but the polypropylene helps a lot more with the moisture, helps wick away the moisture while you're pressing. And when you're doing metal, especially something that's this sensitive, you don't want moisture anywhere near your print. So ideally, you would also dry off your print underneath your press, but our prints we have already dried our prints and they've been sitting for a while, so they're fine.
Yeah. And David did verify it's 3 to 5 years on the outdoors.
Okay, so
I was right, but just the wrong way up.
You hit it.
I knew that there was a 5 in there. So yeah.
I just put butcher paper on the underneath just to protect the bottom platen. It'll be fine, but I just always like having butcher paper.
Service, and that's what you're used to.
There's always paper on the bottom of the press. Don't get me started on this.
That's right.
It makes me. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how this one turns out.
I don't. Oh, this is the fine art for the sake of art. Yeah.
Your art for the art that's not art.
Yeah. So I was just playing around in Photoshop one day, and this is actually when you look at it, it's actually the base image is just a garage door of a photo I took, and I was just layering pictures over it and using the different blend options. And that's how I came up with this design.
I'm
And-
really excited to see it on the high gloss.
And something Zach didn't show too is the polypoplin has like ink and stuff on it,
Oh, we have some in print services that are barely recognizable as
but
white
none of
fabric
none of
anymore.
that transfers to the print
Yeah.
and can be used.
So you can see this is a piece of glass, a cutting board, and now, so very lightly, the panel, this new
Yeah.
panel.
And it can be used many times.
It won't transfer. It'll be fun. Just
It
keep
just
reusing
creates a piece of art.
Some of the ones in print services are very interesting looking.
So Chromalux is hot.
Oh, yes.
And it stays hot for a while. A lot of times you guys just throw them on the floor in the back on the concrete to cool.
We gently set them on the concrete floor to cool.
Yeah.
Can't throw the Chromalux bow. Look at this. This
So
is
you can
incredible.
definitely see the
High gloss.
yeah, because you can see the when you tilt it to you can see the lights on the ceiling.
Y'all, I'm trying to see it in person. These have like a almost mirror-like finish. If you catch them at the right angle, it's really easy to see yourself and everything. I love these panels.
Yeah.
I love these panels. This looks incredible. I'm gonna
That actually does, because I thought it was funny when you said that I needed to up the saturation, and I forget what it. Oh, I wanted to put this onto an acrylic or a glass piece, but that saturation is pretty good.
Oh no, it's gonna look, and especially with the natural light
Yeah.
shining through more. I wanted the lights to be a little bit lighter if it was going on the glass, but I think it'll be fine. I think
it's upside down, Zach.
is it upside down?
Just kidding.
Wait a minute, Bo, don't mess with my head, man.
I think it is, because the little fairy garden. That's the little fairy garden over here.
Okay, so it should be. I'm trying to avoid touching this with my bare
And
hands.
Chromalux, these are all 12 by 18,
Mhm.
except for the one that we're doing that is 12 by 12. But
I love this.
yeah, that's awesome.
It's so cool. This is so cool.
These are all 12 by 18, but you can get smaller. There is, I think that is 4 by 4 is the lowest it goes.
We have, well, technically
4 by 4 is the smallest, 4" by 4". It's,
yeah, by Chromalux panel definition, we
And-
have smaller forms of metal.
You can also like,
Love this.
I don't know, Lizzie. It could just be you. Maybe it was me. Let me see if I drop it in there again. Like Miriam just said that she wished she had a larger printer. And something that I've often found is that when you have something like a limitation, needing a larger printer, you could either buy a larger printer and spend the money, get a larger printer and solve your problem, or you can be creative and you could print off 4 by 4 blocks and then make like a mosaic of it.
You could.
It's something you could do.
Yeah, that's very popular. I wish.
I didn't look up the pricing, and I really wanted to look up the pricing before I mentioned that. Like, is a 4 by, like, how much would this cost in 4 by 4? And is it doable? But
That's a good question, actually.
I think it'd be pretty cool. And then you could add layers and depth and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what are we doing next, Zach?
That's a good question. I was about to ask you.
The matte clear.
Matte clear. That is this one, correct? Matte. Oh, is this one?
No, it is that
That's
one. It is that one. That's the textured.
this is yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Too many panels. Too many panels. Matt. Oh, you're right. You're so right. I'm sorry.
I'm always right, guys. And yes, you can do. You can stack them on top of each other. When I was doing the patterns for this week, where's my thing? So when I was doing the patterns this week, I was thinking about definitely the top row. I was thinking about if you were going to, and by the way, if you email me at fridaylive@condi.com, I'll send these patterns out to you for free. That's fridaylive@condi.com. But definitely those top patterns, I was thinking if you were going to take a picture, and like we have this picture over here is what I was thinking about, which is probably not going to come off the wall.
Let's see. How is it attached?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it goes to the. Hold up. I think I know how to get these off. It always goes to the side.
It may never come off or go back on.
Or hit me in the head.
Yeah, here, let's get that on the Zoom.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking is with those, you get a nice picture with how his blue of his coat. And by the way, all the patterns are editable, but you can see the blue of his coat matches the blue of the background, and you can take the patterns and build kind of an amazing one-of-a-kind piece of art for your clients. Yeah, we can just leave that on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just going to set it right here. I am not about to try to remount that.
Yeah, this is perfect for professional photographers. You're spending the money on your equipment. Chromalux is going to be one of, if not the best way to represent your camera and your vision. Do you know the trick about doing that on the heat source?
On the heat press?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way easier with my fingernail, but if you have like so our dash plates, if y'all get the ink minders on if y'all ever bought a printer from us, SG100, 500, SG1000, anything, the little ink minder, we also sell those dash plates. They come with a peel coat on them, and when you have to peel like 400 of those, your thumbs hurt. And so it's way easier to just take the heat source, tap it on there, go 1, 2, and just you can yank it off immediately. It's so much easier. But if you're doing big panels like this, I just prefer to take my thumbnail and get them off because I can just.
So this right here, the black is just Velcro. This was probably on the trade show wall.
Yeah.
But these are the hanging blocks right here. And then these blocks down here, like the screws go in. This is hard to do back. The screws go in here and then the slides over. And then these down here just keep it flush to the wall.
Yeah.
And we definitely sell these on our website.
What would the retail price for that panel be? The panel that Bo just showed?
I think, or that one. I'm not really the best with retail pricing.
So the retail pricing for panels it kind of falls under the fine art domain to where people kind of pay what you charge for it to an extent. Like there are people who put Chromalux panels in galleries that sell for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. But it all depends on if you have that type of clientele and what you have on the panel itself. You can't just sublimate a Chromalux panel and say this is worth $4,000.
Yeah.
That's a way different ballpark. So price range for panels, they're all over the place. Because ironically enough, there used to be when I was in print services, there was a guy who would order stuff for his gallery in Las Vegas, and he would sell panels out of his gallery like that. And he like took landscape photography, and I don't know how much he sold them for, but that's what he did. And he like, it was really cool. He had some really cool panels of the desert.
Evelyn just said something, and yes, Evelyn, I know you this week. My brain and mouth and all that is in sync now. Evelyn said something about that she's seen the panel sell for thousands of dollars in art galleries. I'm going to say that that's probably the larger sizes ones.
Yeah, the very large format.
But Evelyn, if you ever have a chance to talk to Evelyn, she will tell you the most amazing story about how she was introduced to Chromalux and how she was at an art show in an art gallery and was like, that's the stuff right there.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and it was Chromalux.
Well, I remember one time I was down in a Miami mall.
And I love Evelyn, by the way. I love first-time stories. Like, I love hearing about that. Was my first time seeing Sublimation. So that's how I remember her story.
That's very interesting. That's really cool.
The Miami Mall.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. And on the wall, they had these massive metal prints. And as I walked up to them, I was like, oh my, this is sublimation. I know what this is. These are sublimated panels. And I'm sure it was just shots of the city. And I was probably part of a rotating display or whatever. But I would probably say they were roughly 5 to 6 feet long and probably 2 feet tall on the wall. They were really cool, but that a good example of large format that you can do with that, and it worked for it. I mean, it's in a mall in Miami, so.
And you can see when you're doing Chromaluxe, Zach has done many of these in our print services, so he's kind of a professional.
I wouldn't call myself a professional.
I was going to call you an amateur professional.
That's actually, yeah, that's great. I was about to say, I was like, don't call me, talk to Antoine if you want like actual advice on how to do things. Don't ask. I just press things and it comes out right, you know.
I wanted to give you a more complex title than it needed to be, but you can see that it's fairly easy once you print the print. Once you print it, it's, you know, we put about a quarter or an eighth of an inch bleed on there.
Yeah,
about an eighth of an inch bleed. I didn't use our templates, to be honest with you, so I don't know what our templates were today.
All of the
like
Chromebook
what
templates should have an eighth of an inch bleed.
I just made my thing. I knew that these were 12 by 18, so I made my square 12 by 18 and then did something. But, you know, once you line it up on there, it's pretty much, did you line it up correctly?
Yeah.
Did you line it up straight? Yes. From there, it's just you press it and
Did
it's
you
done.
tape it? Did you tape it securely? That I will say this: I have had on. This was a real tragedy. It was on a 40 by 60 panel, large format panel, and I don't know if I didn't tape it correctly or what. But during the pressing process, it had slightly shifted, and by slightly shifted, I mean a 1/10 of an inch off. But there was just a 1/10 of an inch white streak. And that comes from, that's just me not aligning it correctly. So
and, Evelyn was in Miami. That's where she saw her thing. So you guys have like the same story.
I don't know what it is, but like I run into way more sublimation stuff in big cities, particularly panels. I will see sublimated panels every time I go to a big city, and it's starting to freak me out.
I was just in Vegas, like all the galleries, it seemed like they had Chromaluxe or some sort of
metal I hate like metal panels are
acrylic.
I hate to be like, but like if you drop a real life painting, that it's not going to be good. You are going to be lucky if that frame comes out intact. And I don't mean like the actual picture frame. I mean the subframe that the canvas itself is on. And if you break that, good luck. You're going to have to find someone to restretch.
So that. Fernando is asking for a Chromaluxe Wood Friday. I believe that Chromaluxe doesn't make wood. I think that that's under the Unisub line, but they are pretty similar in the same. But yes, that is an absolutely wonderful idea. I will do the MDF board.
Maybe we can press a table.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I love pressing the tables.
We'll do the wood panels. We'll do the, I'll probably throw in the, I don't know. I can't think of what that stuff's called now. But yes, I will do that. That is a great idea.
Plex.
We'll get some ornaments in there. Zach pressed this for 400 degrees, 2 minutes at a heavy pressure.
Yes.
And this one is our black and white guy. He was on the strip hanging out. He was very happy. How'd it come out?
He looks really cool, I think.
Oh, this is cool.
I'm going to try to see if I can get to it. There we go. Y'all can, I don't want to get the, he looks so good on the camera. I'm glad he looks so good on the camera. I'm trying to get the glare on it. And so y'all see this right here. That's the light source. That is a natural light source in the photo. And he's got a good halo effect on it.
He does. I believe that was taken with a 50 millimeter on a 36 megapixel.
So two of my favorite things about Chromaluxe happen while they're cooling. One, if you set them like what Bo and I were talking about earlier, we used to set them on the concrete floor, and they will do as they're cooling, especially the larger ones, they warp. They're metal. As they're cooling, they shrink and contract at different rates. And it does this really weird dance with the light and all the colors. It's really cool. But also, as they are cooling, I'm watching this on the camera. The colors develop more, and you'll start to see that the highlights and contrast start to come out more in the panel itself. And so they're such a cool product. And
this is matte. This is the clear matte.
Yeah. And so this will be a good comparison. This is a white gloss and a matte clear or silver. You can just y'all can just compare the amount of you can see the reflection completely. Man, this is such a cool photo, Bo. Good job on both of
thank
these.
you.
These are nuts.
And I just edited that one.
This
really
would be like the
quick,
coolest bathroom wall ever. Damn, I wouldn't leave your bathroom.
So Chromalux does have, it's under, I believe, the Unisub line, but they do have wood. They have the textured wood, which is one that I have here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where anything else is, but this is the textured MDF panel. I believe it is about a half an inch thick, maybe.
That's like almost a full inch thick.
Yeah, I was going to say
This is-
3/4 of an inch, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be one digit of my finger for comparison.
Yeah.
It's
It's great product.
God, I just did the most American unit of measurement ever.
Yeah.
You know, oh, there's about a hole in the street that's about 3 bathtubs big. It's like, what is 3 bathtubs big?
The hardboard panels are great. I love them. It's hard when it's like, I personally love the textured stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's just me.
I don't know the textured stuff. Everyone who sees textured in person really likes it. Like they're all. I didn't expect to like it this much.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks like a vintage poster.
It's great.
If you see how old Star Wars posters look, these look how those. I mean, these feel how those look, and it's incredible. I love the textured aluminum.
But yeah, we'll do a deep dive into, and I got it on here. We'll do a deep dive into the Wood Friday.
Wood Friday.
Yeah, we might even call it Wood Friday.
Oh, that
Yeah, it's about 150 gallons. My hat.
about 150. That still does not tell me how large the hole is. Is my car going to fall in it? Like, I just love headlines where they have like this ridiculous unit of measurement.
How would you do I wanted to do a table using the tile size Chromalux. How would you do that?
You could just grab it and put it on top of it.
I guess so, yeah.
It was like how we had an old table like that in our dining room when I was growing up. It was a kind of a tile table.
So we are right now going to
Yeah, we're going shrinking it down.
we're shrinking it down. This one is the 12 by 12. Now, one of the reasons I did this is because I think that square is, oh my gosh, Jerry's late and she's here.
Yes.
Welcome, Jerry.
We can start the live now. We've just been hanging out.
Yeah. John, Wood Friday? Wood Friday. I would Wood Friday.
I would Friday.
Thank you.
That's pretty
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. We needed that.
I think that square is it's not a size, is it? It's just
Ratio?
a ratio
There you go.
that a lot of people don't go for. And
It's because we're so used to horizontal or vertical
Yeah,
16 by 9
and
screens.
Your camera most of the time is going to take like a 16 by 9 picture. You can turn it the other way and make it 9 by 16. It could be a 4 by 3. You can set it to 1:1. I don't know if a lot of people do. I have a specific camera that I shoot 1:1 in. That's the only one that I shoot 1:1
Well,
in.
Bo, you have specific cameras.
I have specific cameras for everything.
That's in and of itself.
Yeah, and I have a specific camera for 4 by 5. Sprite wood, love it, awesome. That's a good one too.
Nice.
But I think that square is a dimension that's just, it's interesting because when you look at a photo, the photographer is supposed to, with leading lines, show you which way you're supposed to look, and with the light and the dark, you know, where you're supposed to begin to look at the image. I think that the square, you know, either you're going to, you know, with, I don't know if this is still hot, with this image, you're going to probably find his eyes and look down this way, you know, with the lines of his leg and the way, yeah. And the way that he's standing. With square, it's a little bit different. Yeah, Miriam's saying that she has a bunch of square and she loves it because it's square and it looks great. And so I'm getting on the square bandwagon. All right.
I like
square ratio 2024.
Dang, it's I'm not going to make that joke.
So yeah, don't be afraid of square. It's good to be square, and we'll be here for another 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
I don't know.
Will we really? I don't know. We got 1 or 2 more panels, probably.
Yeah. We'll be here for a little while longer.
We'll be here forever if I can't find my things.
Oh, you threw it on the ground?
I throw it in different places every time. You know, nothing logical.
So this one is 12 by 12, and it's a little different, Zach. This one presses for 1.5 minutes.
Okay, that was my next question. As I looked, I was like, 2 minutes is not correct.
I'm just trying to throw you a little different, mix it up here. Hello, Maria. Yeah. This one here is a guy. I was in the Semis is a city down here, right?
What?
It's just north of us.
What?
You take Hillcrest up the Semis to.
No, it's not Sims. We
So
just don't spell it correctly. It makes no sense how we spell it.
This one I made my way into. I pretended I was a photographer, and I made my way into their Christmas parade. And
hey man, all you have to do is wear a security jacket or carry a ladder. If you carry a ladder anywhere, they'll let you in.
I had a camera. I was important, and this guy was driving the I forget what it's called, the paddy wagon.
The paddy wagon?
Yeah, they had the paddy wagon.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, he's a cool looking dude, and
oh,
I was trying to capture the moment of this dude in the paddy wagon, and there was an American flag hanging off of his thing that you look the rear.
His wagon?
No, the side mirror. And he kept trying to push it down, and I'm like, I want the flag. I want the flag.
Americana.
Yeah, like this is great.
Oh, Rhonda, no, we spell it Semes. I don't know why.
Semis.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have a place called Grand Bay, not by the bay.
Yeah.
Got blasted with the vapors.
So it was a fun time. I'd go back. I'd recommend everyone go there.
Ah, this looks sick. This looks sick.
I don't know why if anyone's ever seen the original 1978 Dawn of the Dead by George Romero, but this guy just reminded me that in this picture and everything, that it should be in that movie. Should be a still from that movie.
Should be a still. This is a good. This is a good photo though. Good Americana.
I think so, and I edited it
without being too much American.
With a very neutral. Neutral, like low saturation.
Mm-hmm. This looks like how you were. This
high
looks
contrast.
like a memory.
Yeah.
You nailed it with that. This looks like a memory. That's nice.
Yeah, but Evelyn, sometimes I went for the vintage look. I went for this high contrast, low highlights.
And this is how much gloss is in this one?
I don't remember. Is it
12 by? Okay, it's just
a regular gloss.
Yeah, it's a regular gloss. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to make it so he has odd ears. I think he has earmuffs on. This was the Christmas parade.
Yeah, he definitely.
No, they are in the South. It was like 78 degrees.
That's pretty cool.
That was cold for them.
Hey man, if you get a northern wind at 78, that's brisk.
Also, this was shot. It was very, very, very hazy that day. So every photo from that day looks like a memory. Like
I like it. I think it definitely added to it. It's hot. It's very hot. You do not want to touch that. Here, I'll trade you gloves.
I just want to. Yeah, I take that. Yeah, he was a good guy, and I love the if you can show them how you can see the dirt on his hand and his fingernails, it gets in there with the.
Actually, yeah, that's a very good detail.
It gets in there with the detail. You can tell this guy actually works on the paddy wagon.
Y'all can if you can see the dirt on his fingers. This also shows how good of a photographer Bo is. But you can see
the TV and camera behind
the dirt. Yeah. Shows how high quality this panel is, but I'm trying to get his. It's hard to see. Nah, it's hard to see, but it captures everything in the photo. You can see the dirt in his watch, his watch strap. He's got a clean watch.
You can even see the hairs on his nose. That's his mustache, Jerry.
Hey, Leave that man's mustache alone. It's iconic.
That is a flag flying on the bottom, and it was in his side mirror. And I was trying to keep the flag color and then bring him into black and white, but I couldn't make it look good. And I don't know.
With all the colors going on in that, they really work well together.
Yeah,
I think it's worth
And
it.
yeah, you can even, put a spin on your own work and your client's work and figure out color palettes of similar movies. What I'm trying to say is you can make your pictures look cinematic by adding different shades or tints, different colors to your shadows, your highlights, and your mids in your editing programs.
And then there are there's a lot of websites and everything that just give you like, hey, try using these 3 colors while you're editing your photos, like as Bo just described. And it's the same as whenever you're trying to like pick out a pattern. You're like, I don't know what colors you're using. You go to a color generator website that gives you 5 great colors that just work together. Same as that, but for anyone who edits photos, that's invaluable.
The common example, and it's a common example for a reason, is the 1999 movie The Matrix. And you are going to see the greens, the grays, and I believe it is like a tan.
Yes.
Believe, don't quote me on that, but you're going to see that in your different areas, and they're going to set their white balance up to that, and you can really change your style and your photos. The Thor movie, The God of Thunder, God of Love, was it that just came out? That one has a really interesting color palette, and Evelyn takes pictures of water towers everywhere she travels. What are you doing with those pictures of water towers? Because I take pictures of graffiti.
Yeah, you do have a lot of graffiti.
I do. I take pictures of a lot of fire hydrants. I take pictures of a lot of ATM machines for some reason. And I'm thinking about putting together a little zine or a book of just
fire hydrants in all
fire
50
hydrants
states.
Of America.
I would buy it. I would get that for my dogs in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You could make that into a dog calendar.
There
you
go.
go. My mom has cat calendars. You can have fire hydrant calendars. Get one for your dog.
But the graffiti is interesting because it's all the same. Someone's got some emotion, something they want to get out. But no matter where you are, the graffiti kind of just looks the same.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm not done with my book yet.
That's unoriginal graffiti. That is someone who just saw bubble text and went, haha, I will put that on something with my name.
And Rhonda, I'm going to come over here. I believe the ATM thing is because I think that in the future, very near future, we are going to be a cashless society. And I think ATMs are going to be like in 5-10 years from now, like when you see a payphone right now.
Who carries cash? You trying to get robbed?
Yeah, and see, Nancy takes pictures of skies. I like to take picture of the skies. And then what I use those for is I'll desaturate them, turn them into black and white images, and use those as textures in photos and overlays and videos.
That's very smart. I always do that if I don't know why, like photographers have an obsession with smoke and capturing good smoke. I guess due to how it plays with all the different layers, like literal layers of opacity throughout it. But that is extremely useful for what you just said, bringing in Photoshop and like putting a cool effect over something. Very useful. That and what's the brick grunge?
Yes.
You put me onto that, and I have so many good textures now for free.
I'd put you on that?
Because I'll be walking down. I'll be walking somewhere. I'm like, that's a cool brick texture, and I'll get that brick texture.
And just so everyone knows, I am thinking and in the process. I'm thinking of being in the process of creating some video series that our Friday Live exclusives only. And this one's a minute and a half. I don't know if you. I'm sorry, it's 2 minutes. Did you boost it?
Yeah, I did. You said a
Okay.
minute and a half. I was like, no.
I'm thinking about showing you guys how you can take a picture of a brick wall and turn it into like a grit pattern overlay that you can put over photos and blend it with that. And it's interesting, like the things that you take pictures of, like, why? I don't know.
I have a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
I have a lot of random flowers.
My daughter, what's a motocross? Like the motorcyclists? That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be interesting. You would dig that.
Yeah.
A lot of good shots in that. Also, a lot of colors.
That's
sublimation. A lot of their jerseys are cut and sew sublimation.
It's really funny too because people are like, "Oh, you're taking pictures. What are you taking a picture of? Why are you taking a picture of that?" You should. I get people all the time tell me downtown to go take a picture of the people outside of Mardi Gras Park, and it's like, why? They're in plexiglass and they're just a statue. I'm taking pictures over here of these colors that I'm seeing.
Well, also everyone's taking photos
Yeah.
of those. If you thought to take a photo of that, like someone, I don't know. The best photos are things that don't really look. What am I trying to say?
Dirt bikes. Yeah, that's what I thought, and that's a sweet thing to take pictures of. Now, this one here is this is an unedited selfie I took of myself
As he was leaving the Matrix.
This is what I look like when I have to go to work.
This is Bo whenever he walks in before coffee. In case anyone was wondering, this is pre-coffee Bo. And then afterwards you get happy Bo.
What is this on? What did we put this on?
This is on matte white.
So this is a matte white. All
yeah.
right.
And so
I lied. This is not unedited.
So same panels basically, only one is steel, none, and then one is white. And just for the comparison.
Yeah, and this kind of, when I made this the other day, my selfie, is that this one? No, this one over here. I was like, you know what? I should really, because that really only took me like 15 minutes from start to finish to do it, from taking the picture to editing it in Lightroom to Photoshop. I should really show you guys how to do something like that. And like the eyes are just an effect in Photoshop that adds, what are those things called when they're circles? Lens flares.
Yeah.
Are just lens flares. That's it.
And I wish, maybe if I get a little closer, it's easier to see because it looks a little hard. Like the gradient looks hard on camera. It blends way better in real, like it looks a lot better. The camera's not picking up how the red in the eyes blends. Looks kind of like you got reverse punched.
And that's the other thing too is, yes, people are saying we need that on glass. I really wanted to see what this looks like on glass. So we are going to do a glass episode and maybe I'll bring those out. And for people that don't...
Wood and gloss episodes. Way to go, guys.
People that don't know about it, this is right here is a photo I took, and it is our color light glass. I don't know. Should we bring it closer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna panel still hot. It's all good.
Yeah.
Which is very reflective, as you can see.
Yeah,
TV
and
in the background.
Hold on, let me get my flashlight on my trusty old Swiss Army knife here, and like you can see through this. This is very translucent. So yeah, well, I should do something. I'll save these here, and I won't let anyone steal my artwork. And we'll do something with this stuff on the color light glass pretty soon, and we'll show the difference between the sizes and the.
I love the glass. If you ever like have a beach photo shoot or anything, put it on glass.
Evelyn, let me know when that book comes out because I would love to see your take on water towers. Do you go all over? Will it be water towers of the entire U.S.?
That's such a good Southern coffee table book. Like, oh my goodness! I imagine that with like every type of free range chicken you can have. That's good.
Yeah. There's like getting a spam call. There is like limitless things you can do with these products. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have to be photos. It doesn't have to be, fine art. What we're going to do now is
Even if you just want to print your, like, just for yourself, don't sell this because copyright. Even if you want to print yourself like an old movie poster that it's like a favorite movie that you used to watch with like one of your family members, but you can't find that movie poster,
whoop, just knock everything over like the
like
iron.
this. I love this thing. This
This
is one of my
isn't
favorite
old
things we
because
have.
I saw this in the theater and I remember seeing it in the theater. So don't listen to Zach.
That's
It's
an
not.
old movie.
It's not an old movie.
That came out like as I was. No, I almost said something bad.
That movie came out before Zach was born.
Yeah, I think so actually.
So, oh, cool, out of the country. Yeah, Jerry. Jerry says, "Is there any art today?" Yes, you guys can get art. I give you guys art every day, every Friday. I spoil you guys for watching. Email me at fridaylive@conti.com. For everybody like Jerry who was late, well, you're going to get these. Email me at fridaylive@conti.com. I forgot that I was going on vacation last week. I was too excited, and no one was going to be here really to send you guys artwork. So I didn't get last week's art out until this morning. But I sent it to everyone who emailed me. And if you didn't get it, let me know. Oh, a coaster set. The water towers. See, Josh, that's amazing.
That's really
a
great.
coaster set of water towers from across America. I don't know if it's my older age and I'm getting to that RV time where, you just travel the country. But I love that idea. And that's kind of like
watercolor water towers.
Yeah.
I want to see, like, because the coaster idea made me think of, how they do, like, they'll take a painting and they'll leave like a natural edge around it and that'll be the image.
Yeah.
If you left like a natural edge on a watercolor of a water tower, that'd be really pretty, I think, depending on the coaster. But I like watercolor stuff of landscapes. Oh, wow, that really helped. I'm glad I dried that print.
So this last one is a sketch that I traced in I drew it and then traced in Photoshop, and definitely added a lot of grunge texture to it.
Oh yeah,
that really makes it pop more.
So this is, I'm glad I actually dried this one out. This was a more like a wetter print.
This is complete in black and white.
Yeah, and a lot of the detail came out while this print was drying. So another example, dry your prints. Please dry your prints.
We are putting this on the textured panel as well.
So anyone who saw me prepping this panel, you'll notice this does not have a peel coat. The textured metal does not have a peel coat. However, that means you have to check it very thoroughly, like what you saw me doing, preferably with a microfiber cloth. And because any type of little fuzz...
Oh, there's a microfiber cloth here if you need one. Really.
Oh, it's okay. I got it all off.
I think that was one. Am I the only one that microfiber cloths, when you touch them, makes them kind of want to throw up?
No, that's a very common thing.
It makes me want to dry heave.
Maybe you're neurodivergent.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the first time I got a ShamWow, it was like, really? This is what people are crazy about? Okay. We're all different. That's what makes it awesome. So this is going on textured, and textured is my absolute favorite.
Yep. Probably mine too.
No, Nikki, I did not get any gift. I haven't seen anyone that went with you. That's a lie. I saw Forrest today. Took a train ride from Miami to South Carolina. How'd you like your train trip, Evelyn? We are getting here in Mobile. We're getting an Amtrak to that'll connect into New Orleans, but we can just go to New Orleans or Slidell or something and get on. And yeah, we're thinking about taking a train maybe over to Houston, or I don't know how long it would take, maybe Memphis. I love train trips. Is the moral of the story. We can get up to Austin. They're great. You just kind of like hang out.
They seem slow. Although it'd be much easier to have to worry about driving.
Yeah, you don't have to drive. Like Evelyn says, she has to have a window seat. But when I was on a train back in the day, we would take the train from Detroit to Chicago, or sometimes we'd go over to Windsor, Canada, and take it up to Toronto. And there you could always get on the cafe car. And I've taken it to Pennsylvania too, to Pittsburgh. But you get in the cafe car and you're on like a little booth, like you're in a restaurant, like a booth, like in a Greasy Spoon, and you can just hang out with your friends. It's very, very, Evelyn, the back road scenery. It's something that you're not going to see from the road. You see like real middle of America, like you're cutting through it. And I don't know. We should all take a train ride together. A sublimation train ride.
To the sublimation station.
Yeah.
Toot toot.
I've always also wanted to go on one of those murder mystery train rides. I don't know if they have those down here, but it's like you have a dinner and there's a mystery on the train and someone died. It's a clue thing.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Normally that's just a regular dinner on a train.
Oh. See, now Shelly's planning from Detroit to Montreal. Do you have to go to Canada for that? And the Canada station is in Windsor, which is right next to the Canadian Club factory. So it just smells like whiskey.
Oh. Is that good or bad?
It depends on your mood that morning. You know? So this one was 2 minutes as well, right? I believe they all were.
Yes. All the 12 by 18s were 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I just threw you that curveball there. Canadian Club is great. I don't even know if they sell that down here, if they know what that is. How'd it come out, Zach? This one was a little...
I don't support anything from Canada.
This one was a little, except for Heather. Heather, you are great if you're watching.
Always.
How'd it come out? Did it come out okay?
It looks really good. It has a lot of depth in it. It has a lot. Oh, I'll show. Let me show the people. Let me show the people. This looks like you printed off a comic book page.
Yeah.
But with more depth, because comic book pages are much flatter than this. Oh, this looks so nice. And as y'all can see, due to the texture, basically no gloss on this. Like there's just a little bit of shine on it from the light, but I think this
go
is
this way with it.
Up and down?
No, go forward. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, now we can see. Let me get a little closer to the camera. Get it straight on. This looks so good. I'm very happy. I think this is why textured is my favorite, is because textured shows the image itself, and I prefer illustrations. As an illustrator, I like illustrations.
And I'm not afraid to show like the original artwork and everything for this, but like I wasn't very satisfied with it, and I was thinking of something for Doug in black and white, and I was like, let me throw some texture over this and some grunge and some grime, and
oh man, it looks good. It looks really good. It's here. I'll let you have your panel. Here you go.
I was gonna change the. I'm okay. I can.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's funny because it looks like it even has gouges and scratches already.
Oh, yeah.
But that's in the artwork, and
I'm going to get a little closer because I want to show because now I don't have to worry about a reflection. I want to show them like these scratches and everything. Yeah, where it.
This is the texture material that you can use chalk on. See, like, do you want me to point at it?
Yeah. Actually, do you want me to go grab the textured metal?
I was going to actually ask you that. This right here is in the artwork. It's not a scratch, but it already looks like, it looks like it's been beat up, and it looks cool. I think it definitely adds a lot of dimension to it.
Like this is my favorite area. Like this looks physically worn right here. Like this looks
these little.
Yeah, it looks physically worn, and this is what I just love this about Chromaluxe.
And that, we can just show this. We got one back here, and that is 100% of the distress in that area that Zach loves. Is just I'm trying to remember what that was that I used, but it's just the like the texture I threw in there that created that. That went on the wall pretty good. So this is the exact same thing that Zach. It's the same product. I believe this one is U1138 or 71138.
Already got some stuff on.
I don't remember
but show how easy it is.
Yeah, next time you scratch up on your print jobs, don't throw it away.
Actually, it did work well for that. Chalk's been on here for a minute. There you go. That's it better.
Yeah, it kind of does look like a crayon effect.
It's cooled off now. That's nice. And so, what do I write on this?
Let me get the
Stuck to the table now. Easy.
hello.
There you go.
Roses are red. There
With
you
a
go.
very bad butt-shaped heart. But there you go. Easy to
There you
write
go.
on.
Yeah.
Woohoo! And make sure I don't leave a bunch of chalk.
And if you wet the rag, it comes off a lot better.
Oh, it's really
Yeah.
easy. If
Yeah.
you just got
There
to
you
smudge
go.
it around for a second, but after that, just
So Barb, yeah, that's the same stuff.
yeah. I've actually found wetting the rag kind of makes it harder to get off. If you use a towel like this that has more grip to it,
Yeah.
Getting it wet seems to be counterproductive. But a regular towel wet comes off easy.
I don't think there's any red roses on there, Zach, but that's okay.
What? That looks like a rose right here. It's pink. It's pink. I don't need this. I feel judged. Bunch of haters.
So yes, what did we get done today, Zach? Did we learn anything?
We learned that Chromaluxe metal is incredible. As you can see from, lost my chalk. From these,
We got our gloss white, right?
Mhm.
We got our matte clear. What do you got over there?
I have textured, and then this is matte white.
Wasn't it gloss?
This? No. This.
Oh. Yeah, I think it was this one. Oh no, it wasn't. You are correct. Yes, that is matte white.
The finish.
And then we have our 12-inch by 12-inch panel here, which is our gloss white.
But I love these things.
Yeah.
I think this one might be my favorite, but I don't know. These other two over here are really, really good too.
Yeah, and they're tons of fun. No semi-gloss, no sorry. No. You know what? I might like the matte white. I like to pretend like I like the matte clear. I don't know.
There we go. Now we can see all of them.
If you're doing video work, I will say that the this one here is a no-go, the gloss.
Oh yeah.
You will see that's just like having a mirror there.
A little aggravating.
Yeah.
But the textured semi-gloss, we should grab the semi-gloss, but they.
Yeah. So yeah, that was awesome fun. I hope everyone learned stuff, and we are going to do a wood one. We're going to do a color light one soon. What do we have going on? We've got some St. Patrick's Day stuff. We're going to be doing some outside spring stuff. Then we got Leather Mania. We're going to have a wedding special. Going to teach you guys how to start a drinkware business, what you need to know to get things, what you need to drink liquids is what I titled it. We got Mother's Day, graduation, summer, sports edition. We got Father's Day and stuff. So we are all packed in here. And if you guys know and you tuned in, you got free artwork coming your way. Just email us at fridaylive@condi.com. I will send those out to you first thing Monday morning, I promise. And yeah, let me know what you guys want, what you're interested in, future show recommendations, products. Let me know how awesome I am. And it'll be Christmas before you know it, too. Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, we definitely probably have a chance of us having a open house thing going on. So yeah, great having you guys all. You guys be safe, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.